Okay, we're making meatballs today. This is my husband's recipe. We have 1 pound of...
meatloaf mix.
Oh, okay, so that means...
It's veal, pork...
and beef, right?
Beef, yes.
Okay, and to this we are adding half a cup of breadcrumbs.
Yes, the specific type of breadcrumbs.
The panko, whatever it is. 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, and you can substitute oregano and basil and parsley, a mix like that. And to keep it all together, 1 egg.
Scrambled
Scrambled a little bit, yeah.
fresh.
That's the mix. And now we just go in there with some food service gloves and mix it all up. You don't have to use the gloves, but your hands just get so greasy afterwards. Okay. Well, I didn't know you bought the meatloaf mix.
Yes. That's why I bought it.
I'm just going to be sure that everything is distributed evenly. This is looking pretty good. Oh, if you could smell this, it's the garlic.
Oh, let me pause this 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I had to get me 2 tablespoons of pecorino romano.
This is the stuff fresh from, you probably got this by the deli section,
Yes,
right?
deli section,
Okay.
yes.
So there that goes, and we'll mix that in.
Yeah. That'll give it an abundance of flavor.
We might as well not even make the spaghetti and sausage. We could just have this for supper.
Well, sometimes you can have meatballs marinara. You make a pasta sauce with it.
Okay, so
Right.
that's pretty well mixed. And you want me to use this measuring?
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Okay, I am all greasy. So we're just going to scoop out, well...
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. They don't have to be gigantic.
Okay.
We get several of them
We have... Yeah,
on the parchment paper.
Yeah, it's pretty big, but we can live with that. The main thing is to have them very generally the same size so that they have the same cooking time. We have the oven is on
350.
350. Our oven, it's really like give or take a couple of degrees. And we have parchment paper down there. These are going to be very big meatballs. Are you sure we want them that big?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can make them little if you want, but that's a good size.
All right.
That's a meatball.
All right. That is a good sized meatball.
It's not like you're making them to go on a sub or anything.
Well, I like them littler because then I can have more of them, and I think like I'm getting more.
Well, you cut it up.
But yeah, I do. I cut everything. Are we gonna want to make the sausage as well?
We might.
Just let me know because that sausage takes so long. Okay, that's a little too big.
All right, so now we got a 14 meatballs here.
Okay, and I'm gonna put the thermometer in one of the thicker ones.
All right, well that's fine. But also what we're going to do is after a time is that I'm going to take them out and we're going to turn them also.
And also, just to be sure they're done, I always cut them in half anyway. These usually take 20, well these are a little bigger, it might be like 25.
All right, let's
get it
into the oven.
But anyway, here it goes.
Yeah, look at that. Even got a light in there.
Okay. And I'm going to clean up this mess.
All right. So we're also starting some sausage, which my wife insists on boiling, but
pork.
I don't really want her to boil them. I wanted to pan cook them, but they're going right now. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to also start to do sauce, not gravy.
Sauce, for sure.
Okay. All right. Pausing again. Here we go. So we're multi-prepping here. We got some peeled whole tomatoes going into a pan over here. My wife is getting ready, a whole onion that we're going to at least cut in half. Maybe we'll quarter it this time. It's a bigger one. She should be ready with that shortly.
Usually I'll chop onions, but the last time we did this, they said just stick the onions in there.
Yeah.
And the onion came out so good. It was soft and it was flavorful.
And we're going to take like a tablespoon or so of minced, maybe that whole thing there.
Yeah, we're down sort of at the bottom of the jar.
Instead of whole garlic,
we're doing a
minced.
Double recipe, so I'll just save some if we need it for another. Those have to be.
I'm going to take care of it. We've got to turn the heat up. Actually, put the heat on. All right, now, what was the Italian seasoning? Right? We need a bunch of Italian seasoning.
Lots and lots of Italian seasoning.
A couple handfuls of Italian seasoning.
I just use the inexpensive stuff from Walmart.
All right, that's good.
You can never have enough.
All right, we're going to pause this and then I'll start to mash it up, or if you want to see that, well, they got to cook a little while, I guess, to get softened.
Well, you can sort of very gently start. They make that squishy noise. Oh! I can never make spaghetti sauce without making a mess. These will get softer as they continue to cook, and we'll go ahead and squish them again in a little while.
Yeah, stir it up there.
Yeah, they need to be a little warmer. That's funny. And you could probably just start with crushed tomatoes if you wanted to. Alright, so we will wait till that gets a little warmer. Oh my god, I gotta clean that up. It makes such a mess.
Alright, I'm going to pause this again. Alright. We're getting the meatballs out. So far, what's the temperature say, dear?
Looks good. But we are going to flip them so that the bottom also gets nice and crispy on the outside. Oh, this is nice. This is the first time I've done meatballs on parchment paper, and I'm very impressed because usually they're sticking to the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
These are just moving so nicely.
Exactly.
Okay.
Might be why your husband had that brilliant idea. You going to flip that one around?
The temperature does look good.
Alright, so we'll put it back in for like another 10 minutes or so?
Yeah, because even if it gets nice and dark and crispy on the outside, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, we got everything going still. They're still going. How long?
They're going, yeah.
They got to go on.
When you boil sausage, you always get this.
Yes, that's fat coming out. Yes.
So don't worry about that if you see that.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is boiling. We need to lower that. Well, that's because on our stove, just because you say it's on medium doesn't mean it's on medium. This one, when it's on low, it's on medium. This one, when it's medium, it's medium. But that one has to be high to be medium. So
we don't even really use that one at all. I'll get it. I'll get it stirring. I just wanted you to go take your break real quick. All right. All right. My wife wants to add. Better put a little more than that.
Tablespoon?
No, more than that.
Well, let's mix it and see because
she doesn't like the way it tastes. You could actually black pepper. That actually does a lot, and salt. You know, so. Yeah,
I tend not to put salt in any of our recipes because somebody in the house has high blood pressure. So
I don't know who that is.
We're careful, but I will put a little bit of salt in here. Maybe like.
Because you wanted your blood salt. All right, I'm going to mix it up again. We got to go for a while longer on this anyway. Okay, the sausages are pretty well done, but we're going to just add them into the sauce for about a minute just to get some of the flavor into it, and also my wife likes to use the water for the pasta. She's going to commit a cardinal sin here, though, and break the pasta in half. Alright.
Because otherwise it doesn't fit in the pot.
Well, that's why if you use a bigger pot.
Well, you don't need to use a bigger pot.
Well, I always used a bigger pot.
You know now you can actually buy
Yes,
pasta
I know,
cut in
and
half.
it's against Italian law.
And the way you get it so that it doesn't stick together is in the first 30 seconds or so, just make sure you keep stirring it. And that'll be fine. Yeah, the water's hot and boiling anyway. Might as well use it. This is thin linguine. They didn't have regular, so kind of thicker than spaghetti, but it's almost like regular spaghetti, really. Alright, so there that goes.
Alright.
A couple of little pieces in. Oh, look at all that was in there still.
Hiding.
Yeah.
Trying to get away.
Okay.
Alright. So we're going to get this going here, and we'll stir them up a little bit. And okay.
If you don't have one of these handy dandy things, get one. That's like $1, the dollar store. But once these are nice and soft, it's really gonna. Well, the $1.25 store, yes.
All right, I'm going to pause this again. I know you guys are getting tired of me saying I'm pausing it, but we don't need to keep it going for a lot of this. All right, getting ready to get out the meatballs.
You want these in the sauce instead, right?
Yeah, if we can.
Okay.
So they get stirred around into the sauce. Get a little bit of the sauciness.
It needs to be lowered a little bit.
Alright, well, I'll get it just a second.
Oh, this looks so good. Well, we will be eating for days.
Yeah, at least 2 days. You forgot your husband's here.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to stir them around in there for a little bit. And our noodles or pasta is almost ready.
Just about ready.
Alright, so look at this disaster she has over there.
Pretty good.
Okay. Well, we're going to go back.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, we got the pasta in a little bowl. We're just going to add some salt just to make sure it doesn't stick too much.
Stick together. Yeah, we'll just do. That should be
That should be good, and then you're going to mix it up.
Do that over here.
I should made a mix on my stove.
Oh my gosh, I make a mess all the time when I'm making pasta.
And if they stick, they stick. Not a big deal.
Oh yeah. I don't usually do it this way. Usually I put all the pasta in the sauce, but we made a double batch today, so that's not going to work. Okay. That's coated. Anyway. Okay.
Alright, we got some pasta. Get a good spoonful of the sauce on it. Another one, maybe. And then put 2 meatballs. Or more. And 1 sausage.
You want some of the onion?
Okay, sure, why not?
Oops. I know, I got a big mess to clean up.
You can get more if you want.
There you go.
Alright, let me see the plate over here.
Fork.
There, okay.
And we just got to put the cheese on top.
Yeah, we got to get the fancy cheese. Alright, get you a plate. Wife's plate. She doesn't feed herself as well as me.
No. I eat too much. Here we go.
It is meatball, at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, we'll go with 2.
And a sausage.
Half of the sausage.
Oh, then I better get the other half. Can't have that. And look at that, it all fit. What'd you do that for? I was going to eat the other half.
I always cut
all right.
all my stuff up.
Well,